Happy tax day, we're taxing the rich. That's what Zoran Mamdani, mayor of New York City, has just said. And that sounds great on the surface, right? Tax the rich, help the poor, more equality. Who doesn't want that? But here's the problem. If we create a system that punishes the people who create value for us, why will they keep doing it? Let's understand how wealth works. Businesses and entrepreneurs, they make money because they add value to society. They create products or services that people consider valuable and are willing to pay for. It's that simple. Fair game, right? Now, if we try to vilify the rich and start telling people that the rich are bad and we are going to tax them and give you free transportation and free education and rent control or whatever, what's going to happen? The poor will be incentivized to remain poor, and the wealthy, well, they'll move to other cities, they'll move to other countries, they move to other places that don't penalize them for creating value, which is what's happening everywhere in the world today. And entrepreneurs will go elsewhere to create value. But what happens to the people who get left behind? We're left with a society that's expecting the government to take care of everything. Why should we work hard when the governments are taking such good care of us, right? But where does all this money come from? If the rich go away, who are you going to tax? Governments will now have to borrow money to sustain a lazy and an entitled community that they have created. And more borrowing means more inflation. And who does this inflation hurt? It hurts the same people that we're trying to help, because when groceries or fuel or whatever else goes up by 50% or doubles in price, the rich don't care. It's the middle class who feel it. It's the poor people who get crushed. Now, sure, this model has worked in places like Sweden, Norway, Denmark, etc., where they still have high taxes, strong welfare, but are still very capitalist. But it has also failed badly in places like the Soviet Union, Venezuela, Cuba, whatever, right? So clearly it's not all black and white. And I know this has been a bit of a rant, and don't get me wrong, I am your financial wingman. I'm all for helping people, but let's not build a system where people stop helping themselves. Let's not build a system where we become so dependent on the government to save our ass every time, right? And at the end of the day, we have to remember that governments don't create wealth. People do. Entrepreneurs do. The future wealthy, you and me, we do, right? So where do you stand on all this, right? Should we tax the rich more and expand public support programs, or should we let free markets do their thing? I'll put a poll in the captions. Tell me what you think. Share it with your friends. See what they think. I'm extremely curious.